Alright, you're live. I was just advertising myself. So I guess you caught a glimpse of that. So, yep, we are live. Let me just check the mic. Yeah, the mic works fine. So let's get to it. So what we started doing yesterday was we started uh, making some kind of abstraction level layer for C++. And what we did was to let me do this. Maybe that was the problem from yesterday. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So what we did was let me use the we started this interface thingy, the render interface. We started writing that. That is a C++ interface that is going to try to abstract out and provide proper interface for the C interface that we've been provided by the Forge engine. And we're running into this problem that for every interface that they're providing us to add or remove anything, like any kind of resource they're providing us with, we're going to need to do these kind of abstractions, like this kind of boilerplate code. And to alleviate that, I decided that this would be better abstracted out, so that we wouldn't have to write the same exact code several times, because if I have a bug here, I probably have a bug here as well. So today we're going to do that, but first we still don't have this boilerplate code for pool, and I'm going to just quickly add that. So as you can see, it's all copy paste code. That is the reason we need to abstract out this. Also, yeah. So yeah, also if you didn't watch the, you didn't maybe catch it, you don't remember or anything. We decided that these three were really bound together, and they better like be one single object, and that is the reason we're doing this. All right. So let's get this down for pool. So we have a command pool there. We have that is our deleter. It's called command. It's called pool deleter, and this is create pool. And what you're going to do queue there, that's going to be pool descriptor, I believe. Let's see. That is pool descriptor. Pool descriptor, where is it? Pool. Is it command pool descriptor? Let me check the type for that. Yeah, that's command pool descriptor. That is going to be called pool descriptor. The code is literally the same. Add pool. Of course, it is CMD pool. Copy paste that here as well. And this is going to be called pool rather than queue. And that should be fine. Okay, I need that's queue, right? That is command, that's correct. And let me see. Now we need to do this. Remove command pool. That goes there, and queue putter is going to be pool putter. Pass in the pool putter, and that should be fine now. This is not going to be command deleter, but rather pool deleter for our pool here. Alright, this should compile. I guess. I hope. Doesn't. Alright, we need to do this. But I'm not gonna do that, but rather go with this design. Basic IYP renderer, and I'm going to do using IYP renderer equals basic IYP renderer. So that is this is going to be like this until we actually get some template parameters that we really want to assign value. Assign we don't want to assign default values to. And of course it's going to bug at us. Okay, yeah, that is correct. You are right, sir. And what else do we have here? Only constructor can have base member initialization. Yep, that needs to be a constructor. You are correct, sir. It's not a member of that. Yep, it is. It is. What do you think this is? That is our interface there. And we have IYP renderer. Okay, yeah. And we actually get to the meat of this. Remove CMD is not. Yep, that consciousness is on the wrong place. Should have been here. So yeah, where to put the asterisks? That is always the question. Most important question. We're going to skip these here. And what now? Set to ref. That's a preset function. What are we talking about? Basic renderer 3, command deleter void. So this is asking me, yeah. So yeah, the problem here is it is asking for a default constructor here because this is being default constructed there, and it's just telling me there's no way I can default construct this command, this graphics command, because your deleters need a reference, which is because of this owner ref. So anyways, yeah, let's quick fix that if we can. Maybe let's just make this a putter for now. That's the easy way to go. We'll get to it later. That will just allow us to, yeah. I just wanna get this code to compile. After that, I will abstract out these three, so we wouldn't have to modify all three. Just wanted to compile. Alright, let's compile. So that's that. And of course crashes, because I'm passing probably null putters, or maybe even uninitialized putters. Who knows? So my concern here is how to actually construct this, properly construct this array. That's going to be my main concern here. But before that, well, yeah, let's just do these three. Okay, so it is going to be called maybe deleter, owned deleter, owned object deleter maybe. It's going to have an owner. Now I'm doing start everything for now until we actually get some idea of what we actually need to do. So this is going to be templatized on what? On firstly the object I'm going to be deleting, and what else? I'm going to have a deleter like this. That is going to be our syntax here. So I will do the deleter like this. The renderer comes, that's not a deleter. The renderer comes, and that's that. So you would get a function footer that would return void, and maybe not void. Maybe we could reduce that. Maybe that doesn't really matter. Let's move on with this. So let's see. These are void. I'm just afraid some of these would return some stuff, and that wouldn't work with this. Anyways, let's move on and we'll figure out how to do that later. Alright, then it's going to be asking us for a render footer, and then a t footer. I believe that's all we need. Alright, that looks fine. And what I'm going to do then is do this. Let's put a name. Tfooter object. That's a nice name there. Object footer. Maybe tfooter. Tfooter goes there. That is the same, and we are calling it deleter. That should work. And this can be const. Alright. Maybe this works. Let's just try it. Let's see if we can actually try this. Try to do this. It's going to be a queue object, and what is our queue deleter? Remove queue. Let's see if we can actually instantiate this like that. Alright, some errors. Let's see. Yeah, I need type name here. So I lost connection there for a sec. Uh, I was all going about. We just got this to compile. We were getting crashes on destruction, and the reason for that is probably going to be that we're allowing null putters to reach our deleters, which are probably not null putter safe. So that's how I'm going to add null putter safety to that. And we can actually remove all this. And actually, let's do this. Uh, what to call this? Render aware unique footer. Unique footer. That's gonna get a deleter there, and it is going to use this T. Oopsie doo. T and deleter. That is just to avoid using that T twice. Mentioning that T twice. And the code is going to look like this. I'm satisfied with that. Let's just get everything just so. Alright, remove command is going to come here, and my remove command pool is going to come here. I can now remove these deleters. Of course, now I'm going to, yeah, we still have a problem here. Our problem is, how am I going to construct this stud array? That stud array is my main problem here. It's not stud array, EST array, but that's practically the same thing. Let's see if this compiles. It doesn't. Legal type for non-type template. For non-type, oh yeah, this is never. You are correct, sir. Yeah, I'm hoping that we don't crash this time that I close this, and we still do crash. Why is that? Memory leaks found. Alright. What are those memory leaks you're talking about? How are you checking the memory leaks? That's interesting. Let's commit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get some errors here. Let's comment that as well. So now that that is commented, we still have memory leaks. Political allocation units, where is this? Oh, so they probably want us to prematurely destruct this on. So we have in place that here. We're probably going to do this. Reset probably, yeah. And that is going to shut up now. So I'm forcing my renderer to be destructed. And it destructs pretty fairly well. Okay, so yep. Now that we've done that, let's remove this. So I think their filters are actually null footer safe. Let's try that as well. See if their filters are null footer safe. What is the problem here? Illegal member initialization. Alright, yeah, that is not a member. You are correct, sir. So this is also a first for me. Like I've never coded live. So maybe I'm just moving too fast. I used to do that, so I'm jumping all over the place. So if that is the case, let me know. I will try to fix my problems. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Hi, I I'm completely aware of that, and I am trying to get better. So yeah, with your help, I might be able to get better. I'm gonna move this abstraction up here because it is not actually, it's going to be used out of this graphics command abstraction here. So what I'm going to do now is actually try to write a constructor for this array, because that array is my problem right now. I could construct it with three how do you call that? With three graphics commands, but maybe that's what I should do. I don't like that because for many reasons, but okay, let's try it. Let's try it. So firstly, let's write a proper constructor for this. So no default construction. Um, I'm not supporting copy, uh, copy assignments or copy constructions here because I'm using unique putters. And my constructor here, what it is supposed to do is actually a default constructor, I believe. Nope, nope. Okay. So first we need to make a queue here. What kind of a queue is that going to be? Let's see our queue descriptor here. Come on, mate. It is commented, but you're supposed to like let me do that. Alright. Sorry for jumping all around all over the place. Alright, so I'm actually so when I'm going to construct the queue, yeah, I know that I haven't still abstracted out these, which I am most definitely going to, because I'm not going to write this boilerplate code here. That is bad. So how do we actually abstract that out? Mhm. How do we abstract that out? And my connection is again terrible. Sorry for that. Sorry for my bad connection. I have 26% drop rate increasing. Hopefully it's going to get better. Hopefully that's just a hiccup, and I'm going to get better. I'm also using only two devices, and that is why I'm not able to monitor like every single thing. Like if I had an extra screen here, you wouldn't have to like watch my stream software. Anyways, we are 26 minutes in, and yeah, what we've achieved was the abstraction for that layer. Let's abstract this out as well. So what that is going to be, it's going to, of course, have these, and own object deleter. I'm going to change that. Render object deleter. That is what this is. Render aware object deleter. That is the terminology I'm going with because I use it here as well, and that is going to help keep everything consistent. So this is going to be render aware object creator. Object creator. Alright. But it's going to return the tputter. Let me just, yeah. And what it's going to do, we're going to have a tputter here, and object footer. Maybe this is the object footer as well. Object footer there, just to keep everything consistent. And then we're going to call this, which is going to return us a creator. And I don't really want to limit the extent at which my creator here is going to support any kind of like member uh, arguments. So I don't really want to lay out the whole. Sorry about my bad connection here. Really, I feel it's just a hiccup and it will get fixed soon. Yeah, I was saying that I don't really want this creator function to be limited to any kind of signature because we have different creator functions and we want to support like as many as we can, and this is not the right way to do that. I am going to maybe why not just get it as an input. So I'm going to do this. So you're definitely, yeah. Let's not even do that. Let's just take a few arguments. Oh yeah. We can deduce everything. All right. This is what I'm going to do. So those are our argument types, and of course, me being me, I'm gonna capture everything as forwarding references. So render where object creator. It is going to get a render footer. That is what we definitely need renderer footer. Let's make it clear that it's a footer. And then we're going to get a function. Maybe the function comes first because we're going to call that function. So what our function is going to do is going to return a tfooter functor. Maybe who even cares what the signature of our function is, because we're going to, yeah, let's if yeah, functor. So I just removed deduction. I just added deduction for functor. We could most definitely just make it more safe by actually limiting our functor, the types that the functor can take, but we're just deducing it, and yeah, and letting it to be a universal reference there. We know we're going to get that t. We're no longer able to deduce t. Maybe this is not a good idea here. Yeah, yeah. Let's get rid of that. That was not a good idea. I'm I'm just now realizing that that was not a good idea. Put her there, and what? So args are being deduced here, and then so I'm probably going to give this. I'm going to like if I do this args args. So now the compiler has two places that it needs to match here. which may later on cause problems for me. Anyways, let's provide sample template for. Okay, no, sorry, I'm not going to do that. Go to hell. Anyways, return object per. Let's initialize that to null footer just in case we fail. Our deleters are null safe, so null footer is fine there. And blah blah, what is this? Render, those are my arguments, and yeah, we need to call our functor here. And yeah, we are missing also one thing here, and that is going to be tputter. That is the signature of our function. And let's call this function. RenderPutter comes first, then my args come, and after that my footer to object footer is going to come. That's gotta do it, I hope. I hope that that's going to do it. That doesn't look that nice, but it's better than writing these 5 lines, 6 lines for every single object. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these for now. Let's actually get to our main problem here, and then we will use that. Our main problem here is this. No, let's not make that kind of context here. Static maybe. Yeah, why not? The hell with it. And Q. Alright. I'm going to get a render putter cast render putter. That is the pointer to my renderer. And I'm of course going to pass that, not pass that first, I'm going to pass add Q first. Then my renderer. And then as an argument I am going to need to pass a reference to a Q descriptor. Why is that a reference? The pointer to a Q descriptor. That is just a pain here, as you can see. So that is just forcing me to make this a member. Even though I know that the lifetime of this is going to be over by then. Yeah, this is not nice. This is definitely not nice. PQ putter. Yeah, because the lifetime for this Q descriptor is going to be over by then. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe my graphics command. Maybe that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have 2 levels of constructors, and one level is just going to call the other. Oh no, I didn't want to build. Yeah, so this level, this overload is going to call that one, which that one is going to, cause my insert is on, I'm going all over the place. Alright, const Q descriptor, and now I've just removed the default constructor for this, and this is going to complain for that. Anyways, ref Q descriptor. Okay, then. That is fine, I believe. If it's not wrong dictation wise, it should be fine. I believe this is definitely, that is definitely compilation error. Anyways, let's get this Q here and put these in. I'm relying on these being the first two elements here. That is not a good idea because they may easily change the code, and that would change that easily. But that would be an API break for them, so I'm relying on it for now, unless they're happy. Tell me to reference a deleted function. Yeah, this is not default constructible. You are right. You are correct, sir. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to do this. I know there are only 3 of this. Or maybe even better. This does have superior stood array. How many hours are okay? We're 40 minutes in. We're doing good progress here. If we get to like finish our queues here, we have some infrastructure code done, and we will be reusing those. So that would be less of a work for later. Anyways, to array, no. I want, so this doesn't have any kind of constructors in it. Make array. Let's see if we have it. Alright, make array. Thank you, sir. Like, we have so many simple things missing from the standard right now. Like, come on, how do you suppose me to like construct these? Let's construct this for like that for now. Let's hope this works. What is it saying? No overloaded function that takes 3 arguments. Why is that? Command putter is an array of size 3. A delegating constructor calls itself. It does not call itself. What, are you blind? I have a second parameter here. Delegating constructor calls itself. It doesn't call itself. What is wrong with you? Why would you say that? Term does not evaluate to a function taking 1 argument. One argument. Oops, that is not the type for that. But what is the type for that? Q should be probably, yeah. Alright. Now, could not deduce template arguments t blah blah blah. So the problem is that I am passing it here. Not that. Yeah, that's that. Not even that. Okay. So yeah. So the interface add queue is going to be our problem here. And of course, I am going to solve our problems. There. And I will need to go to the header. Let's see where the header is. I believe if I go to the, yeah, header is here. Add queue header. Add queue. Did it just disappear on me? Alright, yeah. It's going to be const there. Consting that one. And this one here. That is the problem of deducing this. One problem is that you're actually like this is a cdecl. There's that. Even in our deleter, okay, we're just assuming that this isn't cdecl. Let me see. Cdecl that. What is it? How do we? How does the Visual Studio underline cdecl void? Okay, that is the actual type of that, but operator blah blah. Yeah. All right. Let's change our abstractions a bit. So this is my abstraction. This is what my abstraction is going to be. Type name deleter type, and then deleter type deleter. That is how my abstraction is going to work, and that is easy here. We're just going to do the same here. Maybe this could be easier. That definitely could be easier. I am just wondering what to do. I want to like deduce this decal type here. After deducing that, I want to. Yeah, I don't want to write decal type of deleter here. That just isn't nice. Maybe if I used this. What to actually do here. May yeah. The problem I'm trying to solve here is my deleter by itself does have a type. I just want this to deduce the type of that deleter. So that is a problem I'm trying to fix here. And also we have the same problem with deleters, with function types here, which is easier to some degree to resolve. Let's see. How can we fix this? As long as I'm going to get that, I will need to have it. So if this deleter were to hmm, let's try this. This is gonna drive me crazy. We do not have const expr functions here, do we? Let's see const expr functions. CPPref. Let's see on CP11 what const expr functions we have. Const expr variables, const expr functions must satisfy the following requirements. Its return type, if any, must be literal type, so it's fine as long as I don't return anything. Which I will be. I will be returning things. It says that it should be a literal type, so that's a failure. So yeah, we can't use. Yeah, this is what we are stuck with for now. Let's just get over with it. But this is why I'm saying it's going to look dirty, because that is how it's going to look like. So that's not a pretty scene. That definitely is not a pretty scene to see there. Oh hey, that is what we're stuck with right now. Remove command. Remove command. That is not a pretty scene, but that is what we have to do here. That is just to be more correct. I don't wanna be. I don't wanna cause any undefined behaviors in here. We are 52 minutes in. That is some slow progress we're having here. Okay, anyways, same goes here. I don't wanna cause any undefined behaviors, so that's why I'm going to deduce the functor type. So I'm deducing the functor type, and it is going to be universal reference there. So the problem that arises here is that I will not be able to deduce t. How am I going to deduce t? That is our problem. And that functor type is just wrong there. Anyways, so a universal reference functor, what is t? T is the type of that. But how am I going to, let's take our arguments as universal x as well. We're going to forward them. Let's see what header forward lives in. We also need to forward our functor. I'm being maybe I'm being too picky here. Maybe we didn't need to actually do all of this. But that's what we've done. I'm not really happy with this code. Okay, the problem here is that t. Maybe for now we're just telling it what t is. Type empty. Let's say for now we know what t is. And then here, where on construction here, I would need to specify t because it is not going to be obvious. It's just going to be deducible. That should work. That should work fine. Let's just see if it compiles. It doesn't. Now what the problem is? Missing parentheses. Why is that? Where are you missing parentheses? Let's see. Huh? I don't see any problems there. A recognizable template declaration definition. Type empty, time frame pointer, type args. Is this not the correct syntax there? I always confuse this. Periodic template parameters. I always confuse where to put these three dots. I believe that's the right place to put them. That is the right place. I put them correctly. So what is the problem with this? Let's see the error list. It goes on. Maybe I have some bugs somewhere. Args, blah blah, who cares? Too few template parameters. And yeah, that is too few template parameters. We need to delete our type here. Template type empty type name. Am I writing type name correctly? The code seems fine to me. I don't know what the problem is. Let's just I don't know. Type name args. That just looks fine. this to me. And I'm just setting t and those should be deduced. It's we know that it is wrong for now. No static number. Oh, this has to be static. What does it say? Also, it's to add queue. Add queue is unresolved, and that's probably because we've made some modifications to it. I render add queue. Let's remove these modifications. Let's go to here. I remove same modifications here. So that parameter pack thingy is probably a problem. Let's close this. That void render cannot convert to from argument 2 from t by to q descriptor. What is t by? Let me see. If we get this abstraction just working, we're going to live an easier life from here on. But that's a huge if right there. Let's go with that for now. Okay, that compiled. So that was a problem there. So first let's fix the parameter pack. What is the problem here? I don't know, I don't care. Let's first fix the parameter pack problem. Why is the parameter pack not working? That is the correct syntax, I believe. Just isn't working. I don't think that is it. Yeah, that was a problem. Anyways, that worked, and now I'm going to one thing. This needs to go here. Alright, that is that. Second thing is, so we have few problems here. First being that I want this to be constant, right? And a reference to const. So my first problem is going to be that yeah, my first problem is going to be the fact that this add queue thing doesn't accept const queue descriptors, which is what I need. So let's fix that immediately. iRender, I'm going to need iRender const. But it still doesn't compile. And what is that? Why is that? It says that unresolved civil void add queue struct blah blah. I believe this should be resolvable. I believe that these have the same signature. Why would you say that? Truck truck ranger, blah blah. Add queue. I don't know what the problem is. Everything seems fine to me. I'll just add the const here. That shouldn't be causing any problems. That is refuses to compile. And we are already over the time. I'm just gonna get this to compile and finish this. Referencing function private cdecl. My problem with this is that this does indeed have a definition here, and it is just the same. Bring this here and paste it right here. This is exactly the same. Shouldn't. And interestingly enough, if I were to, let's come here. If I were to emit this and that, still the same problem. I don't know what the problem is. I have one idea. That is that. Still that still doesn't compile. Let's see, they can add queue, blah blah. Dude, there is the const queue descriptor. Let's screen the solution. This is just a waste of time. Like, for real, mate. What is your problem? That is always nice to have. Alright, whatever. I'm probably going to have to. Yeah, I'm not sitting here making you watch me compile this. Or maybe is it going to be done? So I don't know what the problem is, but that is causing some weird issues. That one const that we added there. So what I'm going to do is just revert my changes on that. No cons here. And yeah, go to hell. Same here, no cons. Let's hope this compiles. And can't open file renderer, blah blah. Still those then, I guess. Oh, so I believe that is a problem. Lua manager, all of that, that as well. So that is what caused the problem here. This lack of dependency here is the thing that is causing the problem. I don't know if I'm going to need to depend on any of other stuff, but I'm sure that I'm dependent on those. Let's try this now. And what happened there? Ah, you got it to compile. That is that. Alright, alright, alright. So that was a problem there. Let's be quick here. Let's re-add our constants. I love those constants. I'm going to add at any costs. Alright, we have our const there. Let's compile this. Oopsie doo, it decided not to compile. And why would that be? Holy moly. Okay. What? Undefined. P descriptor is undefined. Let's P descriptor. P descriptor. So I've added a queue here. Watch me struggle to compile this. That's a simple constant. That is all I'm asking for. And you gave it to me. Alright, that is nice. We're getting some crashes on close. We will get to that. Let me add my constants first. Because cost is everything. There we go. Let's just compile this. Off we go. We will fix this later. Access violation. I'm triggering this, which is happening inside the unique footer. I don't know why the unique footer would get access violations. I'm assuming it does. Anyways, oh yeah, of course it's going to have access violations. I'm not passing the deleter. Let's give it a deleter. Yeah, um, I'm not giving up on this until I've used every single feature that I've added today. So, unique footer, no? What is my deleter? My deleter is going to be this. Deleter render footer. Maybe this is going to work. So let's make that go away. Make this actually a ref. So explicit. Uh, That little bar took a lot of time from us. Well, we would encounter it sooner or later. I'm just now realizing this is going to be a ref here. Same with that. It's going to be render rather than render putter. No putters, no more. And then there's one point that I'm going to turn this render putter to render to actual render putter. Okay, that's fine. There, and then this here. So this is another thing that we need to fix tomorrow. But what is the better time, I guess? I'm already 15 minutes over our time. So yeah. Render. Where am I getting this render? Uh-huh. What was the error? Render putter must have class or whatever type. Render putter. That is our render putter there. Oops, 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 oops. So my recent changes just wasn't nice. Owner.render putter. So that is this. Owner.render putter. Let's do this. Let's forget about that for now. Cannot convert argument 2 from initializer list to blah blah. What is that? Render where object deleter blah blah. Okay, so that is this. Let's actually construct my deleter here. Let's construct a deleter for now. Yeah, this is a lot of boilerplate code. I probably am going to make this make that a equal type of remove queue and then remove queue itself. Now I'm going to probably make this a class. So I just realized that we were not. Or sorry about this, about getting disconnected. So I just changed our owner ref to render ref. That was part of our problem there. So our current problem is that this stream is taking too long. Can convert argument 1 from render to const blah blah render ref. And that is happening there. So just telling me that there are no default constructors. It is most definitely correct. Alright, we got it to compile. That was not easy or nice. So this part should be abstracted out. But this huge thing needs to be abstracted out. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. And then after abstracting out that, we can actually make these. Alright, we did 22 more minutes than usual. See you tomorrow.